We spend so much time begging God to open doors that we completely miss the mercy behind the ones He slams shut. Sometimes, a closed door isn't a punishment. It's a divine rescue mission. It is the heavy weight of rejection. It is the sudden shock of a lost opportunity that you stayed up late praying for. It is the deep confusion of a relationship that ended without explanation, a contract that fell through, or a lifelong plan that completely shattered right when you thought you were finally moving forward. Our immediate human instinct is to fight the closure. We beat our fists against the heavy wood, crying out in the dark, asking God why He abandoned us, wondering why our prayers seem to fall flat against a cold ceiling. We assume that because we are in pain, God must be angry with us. But we fail to realize that the closure was not an act of hostility. It was an act of absolute, sovereign mercy. Thousands of years ago, a man named Noah stood inside a massive wooden vessel. Noah had spent decades of his life building according to a precise pattern he was given by a holy God, doing everything in his power to prepare for a shift he could not see with his natural eyes. He didn't just build a structure. Day by day, he built a habit of radical obedience in a completely corrupted generation. The scriptures tell us that when the appointed time finally came, Noah didn't grab the heavy ropes to pull the massive entryway closed himself. Genesis 7:16 declares, "And the Lord shut him in." Think about the profound safety in that exact moment. Noah didn't have to lock it. Noah didn't have to secure the perimeter. God reached down from the heavens, took control of the situation, and sealed the entrance Himself. But imagine the terrifying noise that erupted just a few days later. Imagine the deafening roar of the deep breaking open, the torrential downpour hitting the roof, and the desperate, frantic cries of everything Noah had left behind slamming violently against the exterior walls of the ark. If Noah had possession of that door handle, the emotional pressure would have broken him. Out of temporary human pity, he would have reached out, pulled the lever, and let the destruction back into his sanctuary. He would have ruined the very thing God told him to preserve. God shut the door because God knew Noah didn't have the stomach to keep out what was destined to destroy the old world. God closed it to protect him from the flood, but also to protect him from his own natural desire to look back. God had to save Noah from Noah. Some of you are grieving a sudden exit today. You are looking at a career path, a financial door, or a friendship that has been permanently blocked, feeling like you've been locked away in a dark room while everyone else is moving on with their lives. You think it's a prison sentence, but God says it's an enclosure of protection. He has hidden you in a season of divine insulation because the storm that is about to come down on your past environment is too fierce for you to survive. You are crying about being left behind, not knowing that the building you just got pushed out of is about to collapse. The rejection you are crying over today was actually your rescue for tomorrow. God had to lock you away to keep you pure. Partial perspective always views a closed door as a penalty. But total trust knows that when God locks a door, no man on earth can force it open. And when He shuts you in, it's because He is preserving your life. Stop praying for God to reopen what He intentionally sealed in His grace. Stop looking back at the old shoreline that is about to be wiped out. The lock is the ultimate proof of His love for you. He hasn't forgotten you in the dark. He is just keeping you safe until the waters recede, the storm passes, and the new ground is completely ready for your feet. Dry your tears, brace your heart, and trust the sovereign hand that turned the key. Your safety is in the shutdown. This is the faith habit. Amen.